often regarded as a contemporary sitcom legend. Uh, it initially originated from a British series co-created by Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. Um, the American adaptation exceeded all predictions and is now widely considered one of the best sitcoms in recent times. Each character, plot, dialogue, joke, and more have left an indelible mark on pop culture. Um, Steve Carell's endearing Michael Scott heads the office staff, with Rainn Wilson's Dwight, John Krasinski's Jim, Jenna Fisher's Pam, and many other iconic characters by their side. Among them is Phyllis, portrayed by actress Phyllis Smith, who has recently lent her voice to sadness in Inside Out, but is arguably best known for her time on The Community at the time. Uh, Phyllis is a charming elderly lady who brings humor to the office with her subtle jabs and witty remarks. Over the course of the series, viewers watch Phyllis evolve as an individual, although many of her significant storylines unfold off screen. So, for instance, we learn that Phyllis marries her longtime partner, Bob Vance, within the show. It's become a recurring gag that whenever Bob Vance introduces himself to someone new in the series, he does so as Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. This seemingly minor detail might seem unimportant and uh, just a quirky character trait meant for laughs, but fans have come up with an intriguing theory about it. Some speculate that Bob Vance is more astute than he appears to be in the show. Um, who is Bob Vance? One of the Office's greatest side characters, is also the least known. In this show, there are an overwhelming number of characters, making it challenging for viewers to keep up, especially considering the multitude of supporting characters who have become iconic. Yet, despite the difficulty, audiences often recall these characters' faces due to the numerous times fans rewatch the series. One character that stands out to many is Bob Vance, Phyllis's husband, played by Bobby Ray Schaefer. He's a calm refrigerator salesman who owns his own business, Vance Refrigeration, located in the same building as where Phyllis works. Although he might not be the funniest side character in the series, Bob Vance is one that fans remember for him and his famous catchphrase, initially appearing in the second season's episode titled Christmas Party. Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration was warmly received as a recurring character. In a significant scene, he is introduced by Phyllis to Stanley, Kevin, and Ryan. And upon introduction, he introduces himself 3 times to each person, stating his name and occupation. Ryan humorously queries, "So what do you do for work, Bob?" This brief yet impactful exchange marks the start of a continuing joke throughout his subsequent appearances. Notably, this peculiar method of self-introduction was inspired by a friend of writer Mike Schur, who also portrays Dwight's brother, Mosaic. In the second season and beyond, Bob had a significant increase in screen time. Noteworthy moments for his character occurred when he tied the knot with Phyllis in the 4th season's episode, Phyllis's Wedding. During this wedding scene, he was presented as Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Bob continued to make sporadic appearances throughout the series, and he even showed up for one final cameo in the series finale, appropriately named Finale. In my film critique, I found myself pondering the frequent use of a particular phrase by the lead character, Bob. Was it a comedic device? Have it so ingrained that it had become an essential element of his signature introduction, or perhaps a lapse in mindfulness about his own words? Why does Bob say Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration? Fans have theorized why Bob Vance always talks about his business. Bob Vance is a wise individual who plays a significant role in the group of businesses at the park. He started his refrigeration company himself, and has generally been friendly and easy to converse with. So there's nothing suspicious about Bob Vance. And this new theory on the show suggests that he introduces himself as Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration, in front of cameras to gain some free publicity. As a movie critic, I found myself utterly captivated by The Office. Unlike other shows, this one takes an innovative approach. It presents itself as a documentary chronicling the lives of employees at a Pennsylvania paper company. This unique narrative device, known as mockumentary, brings the camera crew and technical aspects into the storyline, making them integral characters. Offer remarkably, the main and supporting cast engage directly with the camera, creating a compelling bridge between the viewers and the show's characters. And this storytelling method effectively draws us in, making us feel as if we're not just watching, but actively participating in the amusing and absurd situations unfolding on screen alongside characters. Throughout the show, various characters frequently acknowledge the presence of cameras and the film crew. At times when something unexpectedly wild or absurd occurs, the protagonist might purposefully face the camera. Occasionally, other characters address the camera directly, collide with it, either the camera or microphone, and on rare instances, they even become part of the storyline, a detail that some viewers found less appealing, given that the camera team is always with these characters. It's logical that a shrewd individual like Bob Vance might view this as a business prospect. Whenever he appears on screen and is introduced, he's Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Admittedly, he goes overboard by being identified as such at his wedding. But it seems plausible that he would leverage the consistent presence of the camera crew for his benefit. You know, you would leverage all these, you would leverage of campaigns. In fact, it appears that this strategy has been successful for him, as characters like Michael's lawyer, James P. Albini, portrayed by Dennis Garber, have also directly addressed the camera in the show, such as in the first episode of season 2, was titled Sexual Harassment. In front, on scenes. It's logical that Bob might take advantage of this chance, regardless of how many times he needs to mention his name in business. After all, one of the most memorable lines from the entire series is undoubtedly, "I am Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration." The Office thrives on its characters. The sitcom wouldn't nearly be as successful if it weren't for its incredible characters. The success of as an exceptional sitcom can be attributed largely to its talented cast. On the surface, watching a group of individuals working in an office um, might seem dull and overly realistic. Um, However, when brought to life by the creative genius of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, it transformed into the globally recognized iconic sitcom that audiences adore today. Fans continue to revisit their favorite scenes, seasons, and episodes with enthusiasm. Additionally, with a multitude of characters comes an abundance of supporting roles as well, like Bob Vance. The idea that Vance was subtly marketing his refrigeration business uh, through his conversations is remarkably clever. This explanation perfectly illustrates why he frequently mentioned his name and business together in conversations, sometimes even to the same individuals that send. The phrase Bob Vance Refrigeration has become a classic line that audiences adore and remember fondly. Um, it's challenging to imagine another side character as endearing and amusing as Bob, and this theory makes him even more captivating.